far from it. It's on the way. It's on the way. It's on the way. Hey, I got the music in my soul. Yes, I do. Hold on. Let me get y'all. Guys, wait right there. When I'm talking to my dad, he'd be like, wait right there. Wait there, baby. That's what he always say. Wait there. And that's what I need y'all to do while I put a little left on. I have been in the house all day long working on my app. Stacy, I need to invite you up so we could kick it. Are you dressed? Are you dressed? You want to come up so we could kick it? Because I am just right now. When I tell you, I am so excited right now. Okay? I am just so excited. I just sent out an email to my, just sent out an email to my folks. Oh, I know for a fact. I need to lift this up. Stop playing. Y'all was not be looking at my stomach like this. Hold on. Let me put a little concealer on. And I am so pumped. Let me tell y'all something. I had invited this lady, Auntie Gina, on the show. And you say you in your PJs, girl. Let me tell you something. I feel you. I asked my Auntie Gwen, I was like, do you want? She was like, no, I'm tired today. Now you know Auntie Gwen be wanting to do it. But everybody, it's a relaxing time. And it's the end of the year closeout. And I actually, girl, first of all, today was so like gloomy and kind of like drizzly in LA. And so I was just so excited. Like I kept looking out and I kept being like, come on, rain. Come on, rain, because we just deserve the rain. You know what I'm saying? Yes, I think when it's a trooper. So anyway, so when I went outside to walk the dogs, it had drizzled. And so I was like, okay, well just that's great because we need the rain. We don't get the rain that often, and it's just so healing when I do get the rain. So I was just like, okay, well, I'm gonna just bask in this gloomy day to like relax and have a good time. And then I'm working on an app. Now, I sent you the app before, Stacey, but everybody else doesn't know that I'm working on an app for Black professional singles. And the app is just almost up, and so I've been working out today because the thing is, as a like when people are producers, right? You show your song to a producer, or a producer listens to their own music. They never feel like it's complete because they're a producer, so they can always just add one more thing, add two more things. The same with like film editors. Honey, they always need to add two more things, three more things. Let me see if I can share this. Oh, I can share. Let me see if I can share this on. Oh no, if I share it on Telegram, dag. You know what, Facebook, y'all got to work on that. Y'all got to work on me being able to share this and still be live. But it's all good. Kay, Kay, y'all, Kay, you just made my day. I only need you and Stacy here. That's it. Okay. Um. Kay. So anyway, I'm building an app for Black professional singles. I just decided, my mentor was just like, Dell, I need you to take a break from the app. You're obsessed with it. She wasn't even paying attention to me because, girl, I have been apping her up for the last 3 months. App this, app that. So she was just like, I need you to what? But I was telling her, I was like, I'm getting ready for my mentor because he was going to introduce me to these like venture capitalists. But then when I talked to him, he was like, oh no, he was like, I actually made the introduction, and but those people are loan people, but you have to have made 100,000. And so he was just like, they weren't right for you. But in the meantime, I just thought about like, how to deploy it myself. And I just been working out here, just been working, getting the features, and I'm just like, no, I'm just gonna deploy it. I'm just gonna deploy it. I'm gonna get it out there, get it working, because and just focus on getting the people in LA, like getting it, getting it the people in LA, because it's just me right now. And LA is where I see it needs it the most. And then I could work on like New York and DC, because those three towns, LA is where I live at now, New York, where I just came from, which is like where I'm from because I started comedy there and my mama's still there. And then DC, which is where I was raised and all my friends at. But first, just I just decided I'm gonna just deploy the app in LA. But today is my day to like get it out there. Um, to get it out there. Hotspots only update. What? I need you to share your nearby singles, and I'll edit the only the hotspots update. See, this is what I'm talking about. I need to leave it alone for a minute. I need to just only do. Hold on. I just need to undo the old code. So you say yes, you can have a soft launch party. So girl, so look, so Kate, the thing is too, what I'm just so happy about is how the Lord just plans out everything perfectly. Okay. So I won the grant to do, hold on, how do I do command undo? Uh, I won the grant. Uh, how do I do this? Oh no, okay, command undo. How do I do this? Okay, undo. Okay, excuse me, y'all, because I am just working my buns off because one of the features didn't work on the app. So, I need to, one of the features didn't work on the app. So I'm trying to like restore the feature. So, anyway, so let me restore this from an hour ago, 7 days ago, 7 hours ago. Okay, let me see this file list. I'm sorry, y'all. The thing about the app is I've been sending the app out to people. Like I've been sending people out for some money. So that's what's making me fix the app immediately while I'm talking to y'all, because I just keep thinking I don't want them to look at the deck, which is like deck is like a presentation, and there's the link to the app, and then some things don't work. So anyway, so this is how the Lord works though. Thank you so much, Frank Bradford 99616. I do need some tech support, but it's in development. That's where I need. But anyway, I just won this grant to produce more episodes of the Dell Show. Okay, not the Dell Show, Dell's Juke Joint. Okay, which is on TV. Yay, Lord, yes. Okay, what a way to go out of 2025 is your show is on TV. So anyway, so I won a grant to produce some more. So then I decided with my mentor, just thinking about all the things I need to do, is I'll just focus on LA. Okay. So I'm focusing on LA. And now I need to focus on mixers in LA. And it's so crazy is now, like before, I was just wondering, well, how am I going to get the money to advertise, this site? Because I need to get people on the site. Okay. But I have to, I have money to advertise Dell's Juke Joint. So what I will do is I will just sponsor Dell's Juke Joint with the ad and put a little ad for the app at the end. And that way, when I have the Juke Joint live in downtown Los Angeles, I will just do the app mixer before the show. I'm talking about how the Lord will just be like, honey, you already hooked up. Lord, now I just need you to roll one of these grants over here so I can drop all my credit cards back down. Because I did this show. I took like credit cards and I just funded this show because I'm just like, there's nothing like, in this business, you have already discovered yourself. There's nothing else to do. Like you, I'm waiting, I'm looking at the TV and I'm just like, wow, one of these days I'm gonna da. Honey, it ain't no one of these days. It's whatever day you think you're gonna get something is the day you get up and do it for yourself. That's it. It ain't no other day. Hopefully I do get a series regular on one of these shows, because that's really what I want. But also too is I did ask the Lord right here on my I am board. I got to mention this I am board. You see this I am board? I have all these things. It's like 500 things written on this board. I have all these things on this I am board. And one of the things that I asked the Lord on the I am board is to give me a $1 billion idea that I can make money that I do not need to depend on this business for. You know what I'm saying? Because I want to be out of the gig life. The gig, like when you're waiting to travel, like this year, I wanted to go on vacation with my best friend. She was going to the Bahamas. I couldn't go because it's going by gigs, and I gotta be smart with my money. I can't be like, all right, well, I know something gonna come in around this time. No, I have to be like, oh, can't go to this, even though I already paid a deposit. Can't do that. So, um, I want to get out of that life. I want to get out of the gig life. And when I asked the Lord to bring me this idea, he brought it to me immediately, but I did not know how to get it into like play. I'm not a developer, but then, of course, Facebook listened to all my conversations, of course, and they started promoting like build your own app with AI. Now, of course, honey, I mean, you can get started with AI, but you still gonna need to figure out how to code things. And so I've just used other AI engines to figure out how to code. Now already, I'm already a tech person. I came from a tech. I came from uh, being a help desk tech to before I did stand up, before I was an full time entertainer. So I already am very tech savvy. But I just want to build something that helps us because that's what the app does. The app is for Black professional singles, and what it does is it forms a heat map. The user update is empty, so I can print out from out of some. What? It's going to use your GPS location to populate a heat map. So it shows you where the singles are, and it's going to constantly be telling you about the hottest areas, the hottest spots, the Black owned spots. Then it's going to allow you to participate in, like, oh, who has the best Black owned hot spot? Who has the best Black owned, happy hour? And you're going to be able to not just say it, but I just added in a feature today that you're not gonna, like, how like a site will let you like review a restaurant. Well, on this app that I just built, the reviews will not be text. The reviews will be people's voices. So they could be like, yo, I'm here right now. The vibe is crazy. The girls looking good. So you could just constantly have this connection because a lot of Black people, we grow older and we got all this success, but we don't got nobody at home. Now we had somebody in the past, but the thing about it too is we need people as we grow older. When you grow older by yourself, it's so many things that loneliness leads to depression. I mean, not everybody, but the thing is, you need somebody as you growing older. So it leads to premature death. It's all type of things happen when you lack the right companionship, not just anybody, but the right companionship. And that's really what took me so long to build the app, is because I wanted to first find, like, if you had a app on the dating profile, then I find a way where I could figure out who that was. And then I started thinking about the people on dating apps, and I'm like, no, I don't want none of them on this app because it is some professional side chick chasers on dating apps. People that set up fake profiles specifically to come and prey on people. And I'm just like, brother, if you was using this energy on your own relationship, y'all would you wouldn't even need to be on this site. You know what I'm saying? People is FaceTiming you for 5 hours straight during the day telling you they love you, all with this lady address in the background. You see what I'm saying? Like, sir. So I don't even want that mentality on the app. And that's why I didn't make the app so that you could chat. I made the app so that you could look on here and see where the singles are, and you can go outside and meet somebody yourself, because that's how you're able to discern who is right for you and who you should get to know when you're in the midst of people. And even if you don't meet anybody, of course I can't promise romantic connections, but even if you don't meet anybody, you're still in community. It's healthy. That meeting will help to get you to the next gathering, and then you eventually will meet somebody because you will be on the go. Because that's the thing is, a lot of us, you said Derek Jackson played in our faces like that. You said, okay, okay, I think I know you from your YouTube comedy skit. You do know me from my YouTube comedy skits, okay? Um, Thank you so much, Brains and Booty. So anyway, so that's why I made the app, is because I want you to go out and meet somebody yourself. Like, if you and also too is, see, most of us our age, we are successful people, and we work a lot of hours. Like, people are making you, they got this myth that like all the successful men are taken. No, there are a lot of successful men, but a driven man works a lot. And so, and so does a driven woman. And so when we get off of a 14-hour day, it would just make it so easy if we could look somewhere and be like, oh, okay, downtown is popping. Oh, look at this block. It's popping on Ocean Avenue between the 14. I'm going to just ride down there real fast. And you ride down there, and at least it's a lot of singles down there that you can talk to someone. You just, because that's the thing is, you can go to these like meetups, and then it's like couples. And, when I tell y'all, I love hanging with my female friends, but I am OD'd on girls' night out. I don't want to see another girl for the rest of my life this year. No, I love it. But you understand what I'm saying? You want to have a companionship. Even if you don't like a person, just being at a place that you can talk to the opposite sex and get enriched. Y'all can enrich each other. You ain't got to take a person home and y'all about to get down and dirty that. No, but just going somewhere where there are, men there. And that's what I'm doing on the app too, is I'm also, I'm just gonna give it away. I'm gonna do a soft launch, and I'm gonna give it away so that I can get the historical data, so I can start, sell a premium membership, and I'll be able to tell you, oh, downtown, between Wednesday between 5 and 8, that's the where to go for the single. I want to be able to give you that information right there. So it's, honey, every I've been hard pressed to get every um project that I have out of the can this year. Thanksgiving, I released a song, and then this so crazy is earlier this week or last week, no, last week, I just wake up and out the blue, I get an email from Distro Kid. It was like, your song is live on iHeartRadio. I'm like, come on, Jesus. Yes. Now, when you release a song, normally I'm going to these places. I'm like, all right, let me submit it for this playlist. Let me submit. This time I was like, yeah, Lord, do whatever you want to. It's out there. It's out there. I just don't want to hold this song back another time. So that's what's making me, I got invited to a party tonight, but I'm like, no, I'm not going nowhere until this app is deployed, because I want to get this out the can, and I want to leave it alone and let it get deployed. Send it to the Apple Store, send it to the Google Play Store, and get it all out my hair, because also I wrote a book. And so I want to print that for the Christmas holidays. I want to print that out and make sure all the changes are ready, and then upload that book, okay? And put my picture on it and get on out there, okay? And then I have the uncut version of my From the Mouth of a Black Woman. Before I left New York, I headlined and I recorded the set. So I want to cut that up and just put that out there and submit that to series 2, and get every project out of here, so that when this new year rings in, I have set myself up for the money. You understand what I'm saying? Because we can't just, like, I really do want to be a millionaire. And it's not like, oh, I'm about to be a millionaire. Da, 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 and one day, no, I really want to plan on being a millionaire. Like, literally do the things I need to do to like scale up, my business so I can be a millionaire. And people are becoming millionaires every day. It is not uncommon. So what I'm asking for is, what I'm saying, I'm asking for basically the Lord's minimum, because He's been blessing people out here every day. Let me copy and paste this. Let me see what y'all saying in the comments. You said, will your app allow people to take a selfie to show how they look at the moment so people can find you at the club? No, it will not. In fact, you will not be able to chat on the app, because see, that's the thing about dating apps is they keep people trapped into the swipe. And see, so you won't even be able to chat on here. You are specifically going to be able to go on here, see community. I just added some funny videos, and then I'm going to mix in some like comedic, I mean, not comedic, but like some motivational, like, podcast, not motivational, but like, funny moments on motivational podcasts about relationship. So you can like stay on the app and have a laugh, but get out the house. This is where the Black people are. This is where the singles are. Those reviews that's in the community challenge, like the community challenge tab. Um, Hold on, let me paste this real fast. The community challenge tab will allow people to review a restaurant. Okay. Oh no, what is going on? Oh, uh, hold on. Let me get out of the timeline and get back over here. Okay, cool. So the reviews are gonna allow people to review a place and to hear like people's voices. So those reviews will be the best connect, because I feel like when you could hear a person's voice to be like, yo, it was nice that I could hear if somebody is sexy on the voice. You can hear, and it makes you want to be like, well, shoot, I'm gonna check this spot out real fast, because you can hear it's real people. You know what I'm saying? So my main thing is to just get on out there, get going, and I'll just update the app, as I think of new features, and talk with my lawyers on best ways to protect things. I mean, I've already talked to lawyers who are going to do my like terms and conditions, but like as I think of like best ways to get out there, I'm just gonna update the app, but it's already got to get. You said the gathering spot there. Check them out if you. I have. You said you can see them supporting my app. You know what? And I want a way to support them as well, because that's what we talked about. We talked about on the phone today is getting going out to businesses and having and being able to like be like, okay, I'm marketing this app real fast, and I'm building an audience. I am a traffic builder, and I want to partner with you. I want to put you on the app. I want to say this is one of the featured spot. Get a 10% membership off of, if you mention Come by Ye, and in exchange for me having something up in their restaurant to help, because I don't want to just it like, because that's the reason why I didn't want those dating apps either too, because sometimes to me those are the people that they graduated from high school, and then they got on at the trash truck company, and then that's where they've been working. Now, this is not to say the trash truck company man is not good. I was raised by a trash truck company man, so I got the respect for it. But I am a Black professional, and and hey, the trash truck company man could be at the gathering spot. He could own the trash truck company man. I'm not downing that, but I just feel like it's the hood Black. It's the Black man that he ain't got no aspirations. When I get to talking to him about codes and technology, this man ain't got no Facebook page over here. He got just this fake profile so he can get online, and that's what I be seeing on those apps. Now, other people have been lucky, and God bless them so much. So, and may they continue to have success in their relationship. But I know for me, I want to meet the Black professional in person. I want to just see who you are. I want to smell you. We're mammals. I want to make sure that we're compatible. You said, will your app allow people to filter based on religious preferences? That way Christians can find each other. My app is actually only for Christians. In fact, I saw this like Muslim event on there, and I am basically, I went and changed the keywords to make sure that it doesn't, that those kind of events don't come up, like LGBT doesn't come up, because I don't, I'm not a matchmaker for LGBT. So it is a Christian app without saying it's a Christian app, and that's the reason why I want to update the videos so that you can see the biblical like the funny moments from Christian based podcasts that are talking about, the word submission, and, just pull a funny moment out of there. But I have dating stuff. I couldn't find a lot of clean clips, but I didn't find raunchy clips at all. Just dating clip. But some people said, shared, or, they said some other word. But, it's Christian without saying it's Christian, but I am figuring out how to market it huge, just to like-minded individuals, people who believe in God. Because that's the thing is, we all going to church, but just as a respect for church, you don't be trying to holler at nobody in church. But it do be some nice looking men in church. But that's not the place to me to try to holler at somebody, or to, for somebody to try to holler at me. But I want to get those like-minded people. So I have worked very hard on the keywords to try to get the right people on to the app, on, the right events that will attract us. The keywords like the gospel brunches and but it hasn't come, like gospel brunches hasn't come up because the event has to be out there for in order for it to come up. But I'm just keeping it in mind. And of course, when I do my own events, that is how, like, because I'm Christian, because I'll be attracting that community, that is how the word will spread too. Because, I certainly want to meet me a Christian man, and I want my Christian friends to meet a Christian man too, You say gospel brunches, that's nice. Do you have a Facebook group to go with the app? No, I do not have a Facebook group to go with the app just yet. Um, I don't know if I'm going to have one, because right now it's just me. So I don't know if I'm going to have one to go with there yet, but I know I am going to hit the ground to partner with some Black businesses, because I can mention them on the app and then just put up a sign in the bathroom. I see, like, I just went to this restaurant, and this other restaurant had just put a sign in the bathroom stall. You see what I'm saying? And when I used the bathroom, I was like, oh, okay, it's about to be ice skating up the street. So stuff like that, where I can get to, where it's simple for me and it's simple for the restaurant too. So let me just check it out, because child, I'm just like, I am hardcore pressed when I tell you to um friend suggestions. Okay, yeah. So anyway, so okay, the app is back. Okay, now the page is back, but now I need the Combaye is better with friends feature on the nearby singles page. Yeah, honey, it's been, when I tell you, it has been something. But I am so, like, I am I need to live in a house in the hills. Okay, I need to, even if I don't live in a house in the hills, I need to be able to afford to live in a house in the hills. It is time to travel. I want my freedom. I do not want to be auditioning and telling and getting be told no. I want to be like, I've made this partnership with this company. They're gonna fund the film that we wrote. I have a whole, like, we wrote a film. Now we have another idea for a film. We also put together a sketch show. I've been putting together sketches so long for like SNL sketches, because that is a show that I've been wanting to get on for, most of my, well, really it's not, I mean, it's SNL like show, but like if the Dave Chappelle show, that is the kind of show I want to like want to get on. So I have been writing what I call like SNL sketches for forever. Like the they are all stacked in my phone. It goes on a show. You know what I'm saying? And I just want to produce. I just want to have the money to produce it myself. These days, when people used to have shows, like it would be like, oh, we went to Fox, they finally said yes. Now you got all these platforms that will say yes to your content, and then like for instance, if I can just get, I have 24,000 people following me on Instagram, 7,000 subscribers on YouTube. If I could just get those 30,000 people following me, subscribing, buying products, this and that, honey, that is way more. That is enough. Like if I can get 30,000 people to subscribe to my app, you know what I'm saying? If I could get 40,000 people to subscribe to my app, that is a $500,000. That is over, like that is 750 something $1,000. If I can get 40,000 people to subscribe to my app, a yearly membership to my app. So this is what I'm saying is the things you want, you're not far from it. Honey, that's the words of my song. Cause I just feel it. I just feel, and I am just like, and you know what? This is so crazy too, is I be thinking about, thank you so much, Kay. I be thinking about, like, for instance, like me and a friend of mine, I always have this. It seems like I have this every year, and I be kind of like shooting myself in the foot, like whenever I like distance myself from a friend, because I want to make sure I am not a person that is unforgiving. Okay, so here's what happened: a friend of mine watched my dogs. Okay, and then he has a friend that when he first came out here and stayed with this friend, the friend had bed bugs, and so of course the next day he came to my house and he was like, "Yo, I got bit at this dude's house." So I was like, immediately took him down to the laundry, but he couldn't even come in. I was like, "Take all this off and change into here, and then you come upstairs." Okay. So now the friend, okay, so now that was like 4 years ago, 5 years ago in the pandemic. Okay. Which now I need to let it go. But the only thing is to to me, the guy that had the bed bugs, he does not strike me like a person that's down on his knees just getting rid of everything. Like, to get rid of bed bugs, it needs you need to clean meticulously. Like you need, like, I don't know, and that's where my, I don't know, because we had to move to get rid of them. That's how much. This guy's still staying in the same place. Okay. And so when he watched my dogs, when he's over here and he's watching my dogs, somehow, some way, you always need to bring something from this guy house over here. And so every time he mentioned the guy, I'd be like, "No, I thought you brought him over here from this guy's house." And he is just like, "Oh, I don't want to have to lie to you. When I'm at this guy's house, it's so nice." You know what I'm saying? He said, "Oh man, Claire went global thermal nuclear war on me." And this is what I'm talking about. Now, if y'all told me that y'all had them, okay, I could now go back into y'all house, because I've been to y'all house, and I feel like I could trust y'all to get rid of them. I feel like, just looking at how clean the house is. But somehow with this guy, the comfort of like him clean, like, first of all, I see you every time I see this guy, he in the same outfit, like the same similar outfit, like you just pick that up out the dirty clothes, this your off attire, and then you just coming out to for the comedy show. And because I experienced it before, I like, because you have that look on you, like you don't clean up, half the time. I just don't know if you got rid of them. So, but it has been 5 years. I had him before. I need to let it go, but somehow I just can't let it go, because you always got to bring something when you watch my dogs from over here. So you lose your phone. Now you got to go to get a phone from this guy's house, and you're bringing the phone back over here. So we fell out about that. Now, of course, we made up, but then the couple of days that we had fallen out and that you wasn't on the phone, I felt a level of peace. Now I just be kicking myself in the foot sometimes because I am an only child. Like only children, we just like we have this thing about us that like we get a toy, okay, and oh my word, we love a toy. Just please, where's the toy at? Toy, 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 toy. 3 month, first month, toy. Second month, toy. Third month, I never like that toy. Okay, that is how only children be. With also like, you know, that is why I'm able to like I don't know, not able to disconnect. But anyway, so this guy, in the time that we were disconnected, I felt a level of peace, that I hadn't felt in a while because you're calling me every day with your panic button, every morning. Oh, I lost this. I did that. I lost this. I did that. So you know, I'm not pressed to get back to the panic button. And the reason why we fell out is because of that thing. And then also somebody else like disrespected you and then you came back and disrespected me. Now I can forgive that, but then, just seeing how they could just treat you and then how you do nothing, but then come and let it all out on me. That's what's making me be like, okay, but the level of peace that I felt in our disconnect has made me be like, wow, that was nice. I must be supposed to be disconnected from you. You know what I'm saying? But then I was like, well, I don't want to be unforgiving. So I made sure to like text. But then one night, like the night that I was so worried about, like, oh, should I be calling? I don't know. I was, I had my laptop open uh earlier that day playing the gospel music. Okay. And so I had closed my laptop. And so I brought my laptop here at the end of the night to like plug it in like I do every night. And then as soon as I plugged it in, the closed laptop was on the part of the gospel concert that said, just let it go. Whatever it is, just let it go. That's what the guy was saying in the gospel when I was thinking about the calling the friend or do I disconnect? Just let it go. That's what the laptop, the closed laptop. So I was like, Lord, I hear you. Now, I have not like, I haven't, I'm not friends with you, but I do enjoy taking this time to get my app, to get my music out there, to get my like I don't have the distraction of like needing to come and rescue you every 5 minutes because you're calling needing encouragement, or you're calling and you need a ride somewhere, or you're calling and you lost it. Now, of course, they're always there for me too. So if they called right now, I would definitely be glad to help. But just that time with the Lord being like, okay, now I want you to call this person. Okay, now I want you to do this. Now, like literally taking the time to get all of the things done that are on my list. You said your piece is priceless. I know. I know. Auntie Gwen, Mr. Funk Rock, Frank Bradford. Honey, I see y'all in the building and I just can't thank y'all enough for being in the building because it is a 2026. First of all, do y'all remember 2000K or whatever they were saying? That was 26 years ago. That was 26 years ago. Put it in the comments. What are you leaving in 2025 and what are you bringing into 2026? Y2K, that's what it was. Honey, everybody was saying the printers was gonna stop working and the this and that, and honey, that year turned and guess what? Everything was still working. Um, what are you leaving in 2025 and what are you bringing into 2026? Put it in the comments. And also too, if you're looking at this show right now, thank you so much, y'all. 10 people are on this show tonight and I am pumped. I am so pumped. One, because y'all here. Two, because the Dell Show 2.0 has been going live for over a year. Three is because Dell's Juke joints. Shout out to my executive producer and director, Louis Reyes. Mr. Funk Rock is on the line and it is on Fawsome.tv. You got to go and check it out. I am just so proud of it. Like and that's the thing is too. That's why I'm trying to deploy the app because tomorrow I want to cut up the videos so I can just have the videos keep rolling out. To do the promos because want to send me a little link through Google Drive. It's so much work. It's so much work to do, and it's enjoyable too because, when you see yourself progressing, you know, y'all got to check it out. It is so well produced. Everybody, Kay said, congrats on a year on the Dale Show. Thank you so much. What is the name of the app? The name of the app is called Kombaye. Kombye. Kombaye. Let me put it up for you so you can see it online. Let me sign out so you can see it. Kombaye. Let me turn the phone rather than turn the computer. Kombaye. You see it? Kombaye. COM, but it's not live yet. But I can send you the link. Let me see if I can put a comment over here. Can I put a comment? Chat, chat viewing options. I can't comment. Okay, I can't comment. But anyway, it is gonna be nice. But this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put the web link into my description after the show. So you can come back and you can sign onto the app and you can start using the app. Now, again, I'm focusing on Los Angeles, but the app is going to work. And you know what? That's what I'm going to do too is I am going to figure out how to make the hot spots in your town pop up before I deploy it. That's what I'm gonna do, because I have it where you can go to, like, you can find the singles and you can see like nearby hotspots. I'm gonna see how to get these to populate, from my coding. So I will do that before I deploy tonight. So you said someone check out that link. Yes. You say I'm leaving self doubt, or downplaying my greatness to allow others comfortability and bring success, travel, and new adventures in 2026. Brains and booty, yes, indeed. Yeah. Do you know what I said, brains and booty? I said I'm going to start practicing responses because people will be like, wow, you this compliment. And I'll be like, really? And no, really. It's like, yes, you are this. So I am going to start practicing my response. Not like a fake response, but like practicing just saying, thank you. Thank you so much. And you know what? I appreciate that because you're going to be getting more and more of those compliments, more and more as you achieve more success. You're going to be getting them more, not because you need them, not because you're people pleasing, but because you are what you say you are. You are your highest self. People are going to be acknowledging that. And I don't want to seem surprised by, compliments on beauty or compliments on organization or compliments on anything. So I feel you, Brazen Booty. I feel you. I am. This is what I am leaving. I heard this sermon that says people will. People are afraid to stop quacking with the ducks in order to fly with the eagles. And it's the whole reason why eagles only mate with eagles is because they need to mate way up in the air, and only eagles can get that high. So that's why they have to mate with other eagles. They can't be down here mate with a chicken because the chicken ain't gonna be able to get up there. You see what I'm saying? They can't just mate with any bird. And but in the motivational speech, the guy says, check and see whether or not you're addicted to the attention from the quacking ducks. You see what I'm saying? I'm leaving the quacking duck life. Now, of course, now I consider myself to be flying with eagles already. But just like I said, I've experienced the peace, from leaving the friend of mine alone. And I do feel like my friend is, eagle, or at least got, the eagle energy. But I'm going to make certain that I'm an eagle. I don't have to worry about whether or not your potential. I'm going to be over here working in my eagledom, you know? So Kay says you are enough. Your heart's desire. You are enough for whatever your heart desires. Amen. Gwendoria says, travel more, praying and studying the Lord's word. Amen. Sir Modi 6199. I feel like your face is familiar, Chicago. I mean, I've certainly played Chicago a lot, but I haven't been there for a long time. But I do got a lot of family in Chicago, and I love Chicago so much. JC Sargent says, "Put the fries in the bag." What does that mean? If it's metaphorical, yes. Give me all my fries, okay? Oh my word. Do me a favor if y'all looking at this on playback, hit that subscribe button right now. Not right now. Right now. Because now is just so much faster than right now. Thank you so much, JC. Sorry. Okay, let me give y'all the good news of the week because I'm about to get back to the app. About to get back to building the app. And let me just see here. Um, Let me give y'all the good news of the week though, because the first of all, the good news of the week is Dell's Juke Joint is on Fawsome TV. Lord, thank you so much, Lord. Lord, thank you so much, Lord. Lord, can I just tell you thank you so much, Lord, Lord, for how you be hooking me up, Lord. Lord, thank you so much, Lord. That's the good news of the week. Okay, here's the other good news of the week. And get this going on. Charlemagne the Gods signs a $200 million extension deal with iHeartMedia. Honey, Charlemagne, you better go, black man. You better go. Another good news of the week. Love is on the way. My song Love is on the way is on iHeartRadio. Stop this two iHeartRadio news in a row. This what I'm talking about too is, guys, see what I'm talking about now? When you do not be having this, because I have gotten so much done. And I do notice too is my phone ain't ringing all day long. Like my phone is ringing. When my phone is ringing, it's my auntie Gwen. You know, it might be Stacy. You know, she call here and every once a month. It might be Shawnee. You know, she call here and there. It might be, oh, first of all, the good news of the week. My best friend Shawnee birthday was yesterday. Yes. Oh my God. My best friend of like 35 years, maybe 40. How old are we? 40. Yeah. That's crazy. You've been friends with somebody that long. But anyway, her birthday was yesterday, and I'm just so proud of her. I'm just so happy for her. Her son is also running for Maryland delegate too. And yes, she is in Dell's Juke Joint. Yes, she is. Shawnee is one of the funniest people I know. When I tell you, I'm a very funny person. Well, first of all my friends are funny. But the thing is, you cannot be friends when you are a very funny person. The people you friends with are real funny. And Shawnee is super funny. Like she can do stand up. And that is why I made her do like a little set on Dell's Juke Joint. So she is in episode 5, the very last episode. Y'all gotta check it out. Shawnee, when you look at this, everybody say happy birthday. Okay, back to the good news. Rapper Snoop Dogg, leaves gangster lifestyle for Christ. Say, I answer hate with love. Let me tell y'all something. It's going on. It's on and popping out here. It's on and popping out here. Like, if your timeline don't look like this, you need to make sure your timeline look like this because the good news is out here. And you need to know it. Number of black women with bachelor's degrees has doubled since 2000. Yes, yes. Joe Biden put out the student forgiveness loans. Trump put more money in black schools than anybody else, any other president. And that's what I'm talking about. Like, I'm not on nobody's team. I'm on Christ's team. I see the good in it all. Okay. Don't pay attention to the bad. Pay attention to the good and start seeing more good. Because what Reverend Ike said it best, what you energize, honey, you bring to straight life. And it's true, it's true. It's why when I say something bad, it happened immediately because I'm such a powerful person. And when I say I mean you too. We are such powerful people, and we have to untrain ourselves from believing the negative, believing something goes wrong because that's how we've been taught. Oh, you got to die or something. No, you don't. You can just die in your sleep. You know what I'm saying? But that's how the world has trained us, is to go with these negative euphemisms. And so your power has been in those things for a long time. And when you say it, because you've been so powerful for so long, that's why it be happening immediately. And so that's why our challenge is, don't even say it. Don't even say it. My cousin Angel, 38 years old, just became Dr. Angel Janae Bergeron. Okay. I had to put her in there because this young girl went from nurse to nurse practitioner to doctor Angel. Can't stop, won't stop. Went through a divorce, raising a child, met a new man, lost weight. Like, people is out here and they are doing it up. And we just gotta know that it's possible for all of us. And there's room for all of us too. Okay, more good news. A 29-year-old Black entrepreneur wants to redefine aviation by buying Spirit Airlines. Brother, first of all, I know y'all surprised to hear that Spirit Airlines is not Black owned. Let me tell y'all something. I am a Spirit Airlines niece. I got points on Spirit Airlines. People complain about Spirit Airlines, okay? They complain about how they charge you for everything, okay? But Spirit Airlines has zero record of crashes, okay? Charge me to get me there safe, okay? Yes, I will fly from New York to LA for $25 and get there safe. Yes, I will. How much you need for this water? $10? Kay said, Kay said, you said, is that written anywhere about Trump? Yes, it is written. Yes, it is written. You can look it up. Let's look it up right now. Trump, Trump donation to HBCUs. Trump donation to HBCUs. During his time in and out of office, Trump has significant federal funding for historically Black colleges and universities, which are federal allocations rather than personal donations. The fund has come through legislation, one time reallocation, and loan forgiveness. The Future Act in 2019, the Future Act was signed by President Trump, permanent annual allocation of $255 million to minority serving institutions, including approximately 85 million specifically for HBCUs. His administration forgave 322 million in federal loans for four Louisiana HBCUs impacted by Hurricane Katrina and Rita. Okay, a one-time allocation redirection of over 400 million in federal funding was announced for HBCUs and tribal colleges in September 2025. This has increased HBCU funding for fiscal year 2025 to over 1.34 billion, a substantial increase from the previous year. So that's what I'm talking about. This why I'm not a Trump lover. I'm not a Trump hater. I'm a Trump, in fact, I'm a Trump pray for, okay? Because again, see, this is why I said I'm not a Democrat, I'm not a Republican, I'm a Christocrat. Okay. I pay attention to what Christ is getting done through whomever he chooses. Because yeah, y'all can say y'all on, these other people can say they on our side, but why y'all ain't doing this? You know what I'm saying? Now, they are doing some things that I don't agree with, that nobody don't agree with, but when you pay attention to when you pick a team, when it comes to politics, when you pick a team, you are unable to now see clearly. Because I remember, Bill Clinton, he is out playing the saxophone with the blacks, and honey, the laws he set up was basically catching black men and putting the most in prison. He went on to attack Sister Soldier. This is cool Bill Clinton, smoke weed Bill Clinton. So that's what I'm talking about. We can't pay attention. We can't pick a side and pick a team, because we need to pick the right team, which is Christ, and He will show you all the good, and you will be able to benefit from the good, because I have benefited greatly from whoever in office. Okay, because I'm always trusting the Most High God, and that's how we got to do. Back to the good news. I'm glad you asked that so that we can have some clarity on that. And again, I'm not a person that, like, I don't care who in office, honey. We done had worse, we done had better. But what I do care about is making sure that I'm looking at how the Lord is blessing and blessing and blessing, you know. But back to the 29-year-old that wants to own redefine aviation by buying Spirit Airlines. At just 29, New Orleans, shout out to New Orleans entrepreneur Hashem, that means the Lord. Hashem Walters is aiming to do what has never been done before, turn the Spirit Airlines into America's first Black-owned commercial airlines. Through the launch of the Latimer Group, Walter says his bid is about more than acquiring a struggling carrier. It's about reshaping ownership. Lord, I want to just lift this brother up, and I hope he gets it too, because I love Spirit Airlines, but, like, I'm with Black ownership at all times. I'm with it. And the last good news I have for today is Dale's Juke Joint is on Awesome TV. I gotta do like this. Two, two. Dale's Juke Joint is on Awesome TV. When I tell y'all, I just cannot thank y'all enough for joining me each and every Tuesday for the Dale Show 2.0. Please, I will put the link for the Dale Show, Dale's Juke Joint, down in the description. Make sure y'all watch it. It's free on Fawsome TV. Every time, first of all, we got picked up on Fawsome, we got picked up on Tubi, and we got picked up on two other networks. So every time one of the networks come out, I'm gonna let y'all know, because yay, yay, and yay. Okay, 2025 was my year. Honey, let me tell you something, Kay, about that term. 2025 was my year. 2024 was my year. 2023 was my year. 2022, 2021, back to 1975 when I was born. As long as I'm breathing, honey, they all been my year, because I just love having the breath of life in my system. So thank you so much, Father, and thank you so much, y'all, for joining up everything, for joining me and supporting everything. And come on, let's pray. Father God, we come to you right now to say thank you so much, Lord. Thank you that every year is our year, Lord. Ups and downs, Father. Thank you so much for making us so strong, Lord, through the ebbs and flows. Thank you for making us who we are and how we are, Lord. Every nook and cranny, every anxiety, every thought in our head, Lord, if it doesn't come from you, Lord, reach inside of us and take it out, Lord, and help us to be a light to your people, Father. Help us to be a light to others, Father, who have not joined with you, Lord. Help us to recognize ourselves, Father, that we are your people, Father, that we are responsible for putting the good out into the world, Lord. And we just thank you so much for choosing us to do the good, Father. And we receive that task, Father, knowing that it comes, Lord, that you said who much is given, much is required, Father. And help us to do that required part, Father, with grace and dignity, Father, and with cheer, and help us to give into the kingdom, Father, our tithes and our offerings and our alms, Father, and our time. And thank you so much, Lord, for how you do that same thing for us, Father. You are constantly giving, constantly putting food on the table, constantly blessing us, Lord. And we just want to give you all the praise, all the honor, all the glory. In Jesus' name, amen. Y'all, thank y'all so much. And I will see y'all right back here next Tuesday. And I will see y'all on Awesome. That's awesome. Thank you, Lord. Thank you so much, Brains and Booty. Kay, Lewis, thank you so much, Gwen, for joining in. Thank you so much, Jay Sargent, for Sir Mod, to Jamal. Thank you to Frank, thank you. Midlight Seeker, Stacy, thank you so much, y'all. Okay, I'll see y'all next time.